Aquarius, mid-April 2020. Let's do it. Damn it. Alright, at the bottom of the deck we got the Six of Cups. Maybe talking about a past connection. Maybe just talking about your past in general. Feelings about your childhood, maybe looking back on your childhood. But maybe more about a relationship, because then we got the Three of Swords as your first card to come out. Three of Swords, Ace of Swords, Page of Pentacles. And I feel like you're getting over some kind of sense of loss or disappointment, you know? And learning how to feel like you want to put yourself out there again and be vulnerable. Feeling, you know, you're definitely seeing things more clearly than you were at one point. And you're starting to gain your confidence again. You're starting to build your confidence back up. And yeah, that's what the universe wants you to do. The universe wants you to put out there what you have to offer. And it wants you to start making new, fresh starts, new connections. It wants you to be brave and be vulnerable and trust yourself and know that just because you got hurt before doesn't mean you won't get hurt again too, but it doesn't mean you'll always be getting hurt, you know? You have to risk being hurt in order to live, if you want to really live your life. And what the divine clearly wants you to do is embrace that vulnerability and remind you that you do have a lot to offer, even though right now it may feel like you only have a little, you know, maybe your confidence is not as strong as it could be. Yeah, the Ten of Swords here. Yeah, maybe you've been stabbed in the back. Maybe you've been really let down by somebody. Maybe somebody really took advantage of you, and you know, when your back was turned, they took you for whatever they could, and definitely let you down. And that sucks if that's the case. I'm sorry that happened. But there's a lot of people out there like that. And it's not necessarily, I mean, it is a comment about us and that we attracted that experience to ourselves and let somebody untrustworthy in. But we do things like that to grow, you know? We do things like that because we need those experiences. And the good news is with the 10 is you're nearing the end of that cycle, whatever it is. But you're still in it right now, and it's hard to see that you're at the end. It may not even look like you are. It may not look like you're at the end of that cycle. Yeah, it doesn't look like that. To you, it doesn't look like that. But everything suggests that you are. I think it's just that you're not at this Ace of Swords yet, is my guess. Is you're still in the Three of Swords energy, and you're just not seeing things clearly because you're in pain. But the truth is, you're on the cusp of fresh new beginnings. You're going to, and from these beginnings, deep roots are going to grow. You're going to, I think you're going to find that through these disappointments, you've matured exponentially along your path, and maybe the growth as you're going through is not as apparent, especially when you're at one of these low points. And life naturally has these ebbs and flows, these highs and lows. And inevitably, when you get to a low, you don't see things clearly. You don't see yourself clearly. And that's what this moon is reminding us here. And you tend to see yourself as smaller and less powerful. But soon enough, you're going to be reminded that you're not the page anymore, that you're a king. You know? You're not small. You're powerful. But you can't see that because you're distracted by your own pain, which is understandable. I mean, that happens. So you got to trust yourself. Let's split the deck and see the High Priestess. You've got to trust yourself. You've got to trust yourself more deeply than you trust your pain. And your pain is really convincing when you're in the middle of it, right? It can be really, it can just be extremely convincing to make yourself think that you are this small, helpless being. And that you don't have very much to offer. But right after, actually, like surrounding this Five of Cups, we've got the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands. And they're both kind of looking at him. And they're so stoic and aware of their power and who they are, and are just so grounded in their being and their confidence that they almost are looking at him like they don't understand being lost in that kind of pain and why. And I don't mean in the sense of like, they're looking at him like, you don't, why would you choose when you have such power to make yourself so small, to wallow in disappointment and sadness? And the star here suggests to me that it's not going to be long, but it is still in the future that you are moving toward that grounded stability again. That you're moving toward feeling empowered and powerful and mature and capable. But you are those things now. You are those things now, but you just don't see them clearly because you're lost in your pain. And that sucks. But you will get past it. And if all you can do is hold on to the idea that deep down you are powerful at the moment, deep down you are powerful, and that is the truth. Okay, take care, Aquarius.